we have one more door to get through, and then we can head on to the 6th plane. Food is the basis of all. Man can only tread the right path with food in his stomach. Only when you have committed 20 kinds of food to memory shall this door open. Yes, please. Maybe this will be another quest for, what's his name? Orville? Something like that. The guy who goes around collecting weird ingredients, right? Why don't you guys try becoming bracers? Those words were all it took to set the wheels in motion. The 3 young men Estelle had spoken to, Dean, Rice, and Rocco, were the leaders of a group of delinquents who spent most of their time in the warehouse district of Rouen. Are they actually going to try and become bracers? In light of the unprecedented chaos that swept over Liberal, they soon began re-examining themselves and their lives. And after much thought, they agreed that the path of a bracer, a protector of the land's peace and its people's safety, may be the best road forward for them. That's not to say, however, that they didn't have any ulterior motives. No. They did think it would also give them the opportunity to be trained directly by the guild's Karna. Ah. Okay. With this hope in their hearts, they made their way to the Rouen Bracer Guild and expressed interest in joining. But the guild's crafty receptionist, Jean, had other ideas swirling in his brain. And unfortunately for them, they were to receive their training from their longtime sworn enemy and former Raven group leader, Agate-Style. Oh no! Their grueling training began in earnest under his strict guidance. After roughly 3 months of pure hell, the end was finally in sight. Only today's final examination remained. That's not too bad though, 3 months training under Agate? That's dedication right there. But imagine their disappointment. They join, hoping to get trained by a pretty girl, and instead they get Agate. Although to be fair, pretty sure Karna would train them just as harshly. When I found out we were going to be doing our final exam outside Rouen, I was so excited. Didn't think it was going to be a place like this. Same here. Who'd have figured we'd end up dragged out to a cabin in the middle of this misty swamp hole? Have any of us even been outside of Rouen before? Why'd our first taste of fresh air have to be somewhere so weird? It's not like we're here on vacation. We're here as part of our training. Can't expect to be taken to a theme park or something. I guess. Wow, that's so grown up with you. That was pretty optimistic, right? Glad one of you got his head screwed on. I thought I was gonna have to give you guys a lecture on why you're here, but maybe I can spare myself the boring crap after all. Anyway, that's enough talking here. Sorry. Always gotta talk down to us. As you know, this final exam is what determines whether you pass your training or not. It all hinges on this. Pass, and you're all junior bracers from here on. Fail, and you ain't. Either way, let me say this. I'm impressed you've made it this far without dropping out. I wasn't sure you had it in you, but you sure as heck proved me wrong. Oh. Did he just praise us? What's gone into him? I think I'm gonna be sick. Rocco. What kind of heartless monster do you guys think I am? Well... Just hurry up and spill the details. I'm getting sick of standing around here. I want to get started. That shows guts. Good. Alright, let's get down to it then. Your task's simple enough. You're gonna make your way through a cave full of monsters, get to the end, and you pass. A cave? I thought our exam was gonna be in this valley. We gotta go somewhere else now. You gotta find your way to the cave first. Oh, we're gonna get lost. Quit whining. It's not far from here. It'll be harder than it sounds, but if you get to the end in one piece, you get your badges. I'm not giving you a strict time limit, but the longer you take, the longer you keep me waiting, so don't push your luck. And at the end of the cave, we gotta fight a dragon. That's it. Any questions? Sounds easy. All we have to do is go for a walk while beating up some monsters. This exam was made for us. This should be kind of fun. That's a no to questions, I guess. Well, Wemler? I'll be counting on you to back him up for me. Well, if you insist. You're sure they're up for this, though? It'll be fine. Trust me. Okay, let's get our butts over to that cave. This here's the entrance. Never would have thought there was a cave way out here. So this is the place that's gonna determine our futures, huh? It's sure hidden well enough. Well, you already know what you're doing. I'll be waiting for you at the end, so give it your best shot. I'll be here backing you up if you need it. If things get too dicey and you need a break or something to eat, come to me. Sounds like an easy enough job for you, as if we'll even need to come back here. Yeah, we'll breeze through this thing in no time. ... Oh, we're feeling the ... too. Alright then. I'm ready if you guys are. Time to get to work. Huh? You throwing in the towel? No shame in that. Sometimes it's important to know when to give up. Not a chance in hell. We ain't giving up, no way. Let's get back in there. Alright. Something I can help you with. Rest, share food. Well, feeling full now. Good luck in there. Why is Dean barely hanging on by a thread here? Did he get food poisoning? What is going on right now? Dean, what happened to you? Maybe if we rest. Okay. Sure. We have no EP, but that's fine. This place is pretty big inside, huh? Yeah, tons of empty space to fight in. You know as well as I do making it through this cave isn't going to be the main event. It's him we're dealing with here. Oh, do we have to fight Agate at the end of this? He'll be waiting for us at the end to challenge us to a fight. I guarantee it. You think so too, huh? Well, going by all our training so far, it's a pretty safe guess. That's how every other exercise has ended. I wonder how well we're going to be able to do against him this time. I feel like we've gotten pretty strong. We might have a chance, but who knows? Either way, this is a good chance to get back at him for having to put up with his crap all the time. Let's get going and give him hell. Yeah! Right there with you. Sure. We haven't even encountered any monsters yet, and we already miss Haze. Holy crap, that's ugly. That's one ugly monster, see? Rice? Same wavelengths. Right there. It might look that way, but I bet it's small fry. Probably just to scare predators off. The weaker something is, the meaner it's gonna look. You think? The description kinda sounds like it fits us, too. We were honestly thinking that, but we didn't want to be rude. I think it noticed us. Time to make it wish it hadn't. They don't have arts. Do they just not get ornaments? Are they just not allowed to have battle ornaments until they become full bracers? Or they get it off the black market? Is that what this is? Usable only by the toughest on the streets. 100% death blow. Ooh, Can we have that? Shakedown. Intimidates foes with a glare. Defense minus 100%. Oh. Underworld Technique. Heals 4,649 and cures KO. What kind of number is that? 4,649. Not 4,500. Not 5,000. 4,649. Aggressively stimulates an ally's will to fight. Yells abuse, distracting ally from injuries. Heals 3,000. Okie dokie. Oh, you can only use this on one person at a time. That's not very useful. Not gonna lie. Okay, maybe we can use it on you? Don't you be loafing around like that? They all have the same things. Right. Can't even reach. Okie dokie. We'll let him come to us, shall we? Oh no, that's not good. Strength and speed. Okay, none of these are attacks. Bad things are about to happen. Ugh. What the? I thought we were stronger than this. It's not that we're weak. That monster was just that strong. Agate sure didn't say anything about this. Why'd you have to go and choose here? So much for your theory, Rocco. That monster didn't just look strong, it was strong. ... You call that strong? You've got to be kidding me. What? What do you mean? Trying to act like it's no big deal isn't gonna impress us, you know. We could see you struggling the whole time. Maybe you need your eyes checked then. Anyway, who cares how tough it was? Let's get moving. We've got work to do. Wait a second. What's up with him? He's got something to prove. He really wants that fight with Agate. Contemplating whether we should go back and get healed while we're still at the beginning. That's a really big egg monster. Well, that one shouldn't be too tough. Yeah, we've seen those things near Ruan. Let's hop to it. Okay, we're going back to get healed. Well, it was easier to beat than the last monster. Heck of a lot stronger than the ones near Ruan, though. Looks like we're gonna have to accept that all the monsters in here are tougher than the ones we know. Ugh. Why am I struggling against these guys? They should be nothing! Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! Hey, calm down, Rocco. We might be struggling, but it's not like we can't take them. As long as we take things slow and rest after every fight, we got this. Rest after every battle? If we need to take a break after every loser of a monster like that, how are we ever gonna catch up to that jerk? Is this really the time to think about that? The next one is gonna be a breeze. It is! Hey, Rocco! Ooh, he's starting to let his temper get the better of him. Guy's got something to prove. Alright, but seriously though, we need to go back and get healed. Assuming we can even find our way back. Alright, what does this food even do? Oh, it was the food! This guy is just passing out food that gives everybody food poisoning. And it takes away their CP too. Oh! Gosh dang it. What? No, we don't want to fight you. Oh, geez. Maybe we shouldn't have gone back. This is just full of bad choices, wasn't it? There are two. No, don't follow us, please. Hopefully this was the right path? Here's our next one, I guess. There's no way we'll struggle against this guy. Don't be so sure. After the other fights here, there's no way I'm letting my guard down this time. Stay cautious, guys. Yay, free healing. Whew, that's that. Yeah, that one ended up being tough too, but nothing we couldn't handle. If only there was 3 of me. Rude? Huh? You say something. Couldn't you hear me? I meant what I said. If only there was 3 of me instead of just me and you 2 jokes, I'd have been done by now. If you say so, man. Well, unfortunately for you, this is the group we've got, and we're gonna have to stick with it. Keep your crap talking to yourself, alright? Just don't drag me down. What's gotten into him? Seriously. I feel like Rocco's always been kind of the grumpy one, you know? Out of everybody? Do you know the name of Estelle Bright, the thief without equal? In her lifetime, she stole many treasures and left behind over 1,000 chests. POV chest. Ooh. All that's left at the bottom is the tiny glimmer of hope. Yeah, stop chasing us. We probably missed at least one treasure chest back in the cave. Because there was a fork at the very end. But it's fine. We're not going back because we don't have haze and we don't feel like dealing with it. Were there this many caves the last time we were here? Oh, geez. We almost became raptor food. The lock on the front of the chest is just painted on. That's why it doesn't work. I have a somewhat unfavorable premonition about this. Sure. Oh. Run, run, run. Oh, we could just walk around these. They don't move. Huh? Why is there a frozen rock in the middle of the path? I don't know. It doesn't look like anything special, but that's a weird place for one to be. No, don't! We could have just walked around it! What's your damage? Don't wander over to random crap when you don't know what it is. Whoa, it's moving! Maybe that warning was a little too late. These guys have no sense of self-preservation. They just walk up to random weird crap thinking it's completely harmless. Ooh, that scared the heck out of me. No doubt, who'd have thought a rock would turn into a monster? Oh boy, he's about to storm off, isn't he? Well, maybe you wouldn't have been scared if you hadn't been such an idiot. What was I just saying about dragging me down? Sorry, man. For the love of Adios. That goes for you too, Dean. You ever gonna grow out of being such a darn coward? At this rate, we're not even gonna be able to get through here by sundown. Maybe it's time I cut the dead weight and went on by myself. ... Then go. What was that? You heard me. If you're that determined to go by yourself, be my guest. You're the tough one here, right? You can handle everything in here by yourself, right? Why would you want a bunch of weaklings like us around? Get moving, tough guy. Try saying that again. Fight the monsters, not each other. Please and thank you. Besides, the only reason we're even here in this cave right now is because you thought this was a good idea. I'm sick of it, and I sure as heck don't want to be told I'm getting in the way by the guy who forced me into this crap. Come on, Rice, we're out of here. Yeah, I'm good with that. I know when I'm not needed. No point in hanging around after being told I'm dead weight. That's how it's gonna be, huh? See ya never. Dude is gonna get eaten by monsters. Doesn't he ever get tired keeping up that act 24/7? Who cares? He's on his own now. But is he really, though? Oh crap. Well, we don't remember which way we came from. But Rocco went this way, so... Oh, never mind. He can go get himself killed for all I care. We're going home. Alright, guess this is the way we came from. We're probably gonna hear him screaming at some point, and then we'll rush to save him. You think Rocco's still alright? He might be pretty strong, but the monsters in here are like, way stronger than any one of us. Who cares? He was the one who said he wanted to go ahead on his own. He made his bed, let him lie in it. Holy crap, that's ugly. Maybe we're the ones who are gonna be screaming, not Rocco. Haven't seen one like this before. What is this creepy thing? Man, that was nasty. And Rocco's walking ahead alone in a place crawling with monsters just like that. Hey, Dean. I feel like this really ain't the time for us to be fighting each other and trying to act big. Hey, Rice? Yeah? Have you ever seen Rocco show any sign of weakness before? Ever? Well, now that you mention it, no. Same here. He might be pretending he's strong all the time, but he never lets any sign of weakness slip or whines like we do. He's always the one who's pushing us and trying to make us better ourselves. Oh, is that what he's doing? Not just demeaning you? Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, if it wasn't for him, we really wouldn't be here. We'd still be loitering around back in Ruan forever, probably. Aw, so he's like the big brother. We can let all the dead weight stuff slide this once. Maybe he ticks me off sometimes, but I ain't about to turn my back on him when he's always had ours. Aww. Darn straight. They're like brothers. This is maybe the correct way. But who knows? Oh, jeez. Sometimes it's best to just stay still and let them come to you. Treasure? Nope, no treasure, just monsters. Oh boy. Here it comes. No. You've stolen my treasure and my heart. Yo, Dean, that looks like him. You see him? What's that idiot doing? I think the game is telling Rocco to chill. Darn it! I can't move! Looks like this is the end of the line for me. Rocco! This ain't good, he's frozen! Can you handle it, Rice? Sure thing! He just threw an explosive at Rocco! Oh my goodness! What if that exploded more than just the ice? I can move! You're a real sorry sight, man. Sorry for keeping you waiting. The heck are you guys doing here? I thought you bailed. More like we came to bail you out. But we can talk later. We've got a fight on our hands. Fine. Phew, good thing we made it in time. Seriously, you really bit off more than you could chew this time, Rocky. What are you two doing here? Why'd you come after me? Even without you guys, I could have handled that just... No, you couldn't, you idiot! What was that? For once in your life, stop being so stubborn. If we hadn't come when we did, you would have been dead. And you know it too. You just don't want to say it. What was that? Nah, I guess I haven't got the right to be getting all angry. Sorry, man. I shouldn't have told you to go on alone like I did. ... I might have said earlier that I was only trying to become a bracer because you pushed us into it. But I swear that's not the only reason. There's no way I could have made it through all that insane training we got put through, and not quit partway if that was the only reason. I would have thrown in the towel a long time ago if I wasn't serious about this. What he said. I'm just as serious about this as you are, you know? I know you're in a rush to try and be as tough as Agate and everything, and I can't blame you. But whether it's how you'd want things or not, the three of us are in this together. It wouldn't hurt to rely on us at least a little, would it? Aww. Alright, you got me. And I ain't no idiot, Dean. I know my limits. You're probably right. I was just in so much of a rush to try and narrow the gap between us that I lost sight of myself. Rocco. But that last fight was enough to open my eyes. I'm not up for the task of getting through this place alone. I know now that I need you guys with me every step of the way. Aww. So, sorry. Would you two let me stick with you again? Come on, really? As if you even need to ask. Thanks. What's gotten into you two? Anyone would look at you two now and think smooching and wedding bells are in your future. You've made up, so make with the kissing. Oh, shove it. Besides, you still owe me an apology. Huh? For what? When someone's frozen, you're supposed to use an item on them or something. You know, like a Curia bomb. Were you trying to kill me? Hey, it did the trick, right? I guess. Maybe I do owe you one. Thanks. Think you're even. What's gotten into you? Wait, am I the one you want to smooch? Rice. In your dreams. Kidding, kidding. Well, anyway, let's get going. You got it. Right. I mean, sure, these guys bicker like children, but at the end of the day, they have each other's backs. What more could you ask for? Oh, we did this last time too, didn't we? It's because they put the treasure cave at the very end of the map. Second to the main cave. It's just not fair. Whoa, this is way more roomy than the other caves we've been in. You think this is the end of the line? It sure looks that way. I don't see anything here though, or anyone. Maybe we haven't finished exploring. Maybe they're above you. Nah, you're done. Nice work, guys. What? Where'd you come from? You were tailing us the whole time, weren't you? Bingo. I've seen everything that's happened on the way here. I figured you wouldn't find it easy, but I wasn't expecting you all to split up partway through. That was your fault for picking this place. We wouldn't have split up if you picked somewhere less complicated. That's why I picked this place, idiot. I wanted to see how you'd react when you found yourselves in a complex situation. And I got exactly what I wanted out of it. Huh, yeah, I can buy that. Thanks a lot. You guys are already squared away in battle, I'll give you that. On that front, you're already ahead of your average junior bracer. Really? You really think so? But that's only in terms of strength. Unfortunately, you need more than that to be a good bracer, junior or senior. What I saw today really helped me make up my mind on whether you're cut out for this line of work. Good for you. I still don't have enough to go on to make the final call, though. If you want to prove to me that you've got what it takes, here it comes. Then you're gonna have to prove it to my heavy blade first. How did I know this is how it was gonna go? Better than a dragon, I guess? Duh, because it was obvious. You want to see what we've got? Then we'd be happy to show you. Come at me. Mistakes were made. Many, many mistakes. Okay, attempt number 3, maybe? All we know is, Agate is one tough cookie, and it is hard to take him down. You would think that with 3 of them, it would be easier to take down Agate. But they have literally no attack crafts. And their support crafts don't work on themselves, which makes it so much harder. Come on, guys, you can do it. For their sake, really hope the guild gives them some battle ornaments at the end of this trial? There's no way they could survive a bracer career without them. We did it? No joke, we seriously beat him. No way. Well, well, I'm impressed. Yeah. Of course, it was too good to be true. Figures. Don't go getting too down in the dumps. You managed to get one over me. You should still feel proud of yourselves. Anyway, now I'm confident I've got a good handle on what you're capable of. So let me break down how you did. Now? You're gonna tell us our exam results then. Here it comes. First up, Dean. I'm first? As a plus, your judgment ain't anything to sniff at. On the other hand, you have a tendency to play it safe even when you don't have to. ... You're next, Rice. Lay it on me. Your forte is your intuition. In that department, there's solid potential. As far as negatives go, it's hard to overlook how careless you can be when a situation calls for critical thinking. Like with the rock monster. Finally, there's you, Rocco. I'll give you credit for your determination and unrelenting drive to get the job done. But I really can't praise your inability to make calm, rational decisions. Stick those two qualities together, and you're a walking accident waiting to happen on your own. So as I'm sure you can already tell, the three of you just aren't there yet. You're all missing something before I could call you ready. Watching you all work, I was on tenterhooks the whole time. I hate to admit it, but... he's probably right. Guess we're done then. That's just if I rate the three of you as individuals. If I rate you as a team, then my verdict becomes a little different. Would that really work, though? Huh? Wait. What? Watching you take on that last monster on the way here was when I was finally able to stake my confidence in you. Individually, none of you meet the mark. But slap the three of you together, and you just about squeeze over the line. And that's why I'm gonna give you a passing grade, on one condition. We passed? What's the condition? You can be bracers, but you can only accept jobs as a group of 3, not individually. Not until you become senior bracers anyway. We'll see where you stand then. I'll be passing the news on to Gene, so once that's done and over with, he can throw all the work you can handle your way. Together? That's right. I want you to build up experience working together as a group. Work on each of your weaknesses. Then by the time you hit senior level, you'll hopefully be ready to take on the kind of solo work that you can't do now. I see. I can't help but feel lame for only getting a conditional pass. Sure, but it beats flunking out completely. Exactly. Well, I'll be expecting a lot of improvement from you guys. By the way, you planning on sticking to stun rods as your main weapons? I'll buy you all new ones from the weapon shop over in Bose in honor of you passing. Just a little something from me. Aww. You're gonna buy us something? That's awesome! I think I'm gonna be sick. Rocco. For crying out loud, my rep with you guys is even worse than I thought. I'm not some kind of evil monster that feeds off of pain and suffering, you know. Could have fooled me. He might be right though. I mean, he's always nice to that little girl. He's gotta have a soft spot hidden in there somewhere. What was her name? Tita? You wanna run that by me again? Crap, why'd you have to go and bring her up? Oops. So that's how you guys wanna play this, huh? Round 2. I should have known being nice wasn't gonna get me anywhere. Way to freaking go, Rice. No more messing around. Your butts are gonna be running your way back to the entrance. Anyone who falls behind any more than I'm willing to allow gets my blade chucked in the back of their head. Right. You're the one with the most stamina here, Rocco. You gotta lead the way so he doesn't catch up with us. That was the plan all along. Exhausting right to the very end, huh? Less talking, more running. Right. Okay. Yes, sir. The Agate we know now is a far cry from that grumpy dude we met at that, mountain pass way back when. That was a cute little story. It's hard to believe that one little offhand comment by Estelle inspired them to actually go for it and try to become bracers. But we're happy to see it. Side story, training, Agate-Style, finished. Ooh. What? We'd be less offended if they just gave us nothing.